Greetings of the day. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the simplification of Boolean functions by using Karnaugh maps. Last lecture, we have seen how to represent the Boolean function. Boolean function can be represented by two ways. One is sum of product form, another one is product of sum form. That representation can be done either from the truth table or from the conversion of simplified Boolean function or minimal literal Boolean function into canonical form or standard form of representation. So those two forms we have seen in the last lecture, and also in the previous lectures we have seen by using Boolean algebra simplification of the Boolean expression. So in this lecture, another method of simplification of Boolean function. So coming to the objective of this lecture is representation of Karnaugh maps having of 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable, and simplification of those Karnaugh maps and identification of prime and essential prime implicants, and simplification as usual, and simplification of K-maps. The given Boolean expression is in the form of SOP, sum of product form, and simplification of Boolean function if the given Boolean function is in the form of POS. So these are the objectives of this lecture. Yes, already I told you that simplification of Boolean function can be done with the help of Boolean algebra. If you use the Boolean algebra for the simplification of Boolean function, there are some limitations which have been identified. So those limitations are, so simplification of the given Boolean expression will becomes complex if the number of variables are more on that SOP form of expression or POS form of expression. That's why it will take more time to solve the or simplify the expression. That's why the alternate method proposed is K-map method of simplification. So in this K-map method of simplification, like in the Boolean algebra simplification method, here the K-map method of simplification can be done with the inputs of either from the truth table or from the Boolean expression. Okay. We can take the inputs either from the truth table or from the Boolean function. Okay. So with the support of these, by using K-map method, we will simplify the expression. Now, what is K-map? So K-map representation for a given Boolean function of n input digital logic circuit will be developed by following some of the steps. Those are, the K-map is divided into 2 power n number of cells. That means K-map consists of 2 power n number of cells, and each cell is associated with either min term or max term. So that means K-map can be used for the simplification of Boolean function either in the form of SOP or in the form of POS. So if the form of Boolean function is in SOP, then the term is called as a min term. If the form of expression is in terms of POS, then the term is called as a max term. That's a simplification of a Boolean function by using K-maps can be done either by min term or for the max term. That's why in this cell representation, each cell is associated with min term or max term. So from that standard form of expression or from the truth table, we can associate input to the corresponding cell. Input to the corresponding cell. So that input is 1 we use if the term or simplification of the Boolean function is in the form of SOP, we will use 1. If max term we are going to be using for the simplification of the Boolean function, we will use 0. So that's why an output value for each input value associated with a min term or max term is written in the cell representing 1 for the min term, 0 for the max term. So this what is the representation of K-map, any number of variables. So suppose for example, if you see the K-map representation for the 2 variable, K-map representation for the 2 variable, here if you observe the truth table for the 2 variable function is given here. X and Y are the inputs, F is the output. With the 2 variable, 4 combinations are possible. So those combinations 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So in order to identify which term is presented or which term we have to be considered either for the min term format or for the max term format, from the truth table we have to observe the output function. So if you observe the output function of a given truth table F, for the input combination of 0, 0, it has given 0. For remaining combinations, the output function is given as 1. That means those terms are presented in the Boolean function. Already we have seen how to represent Boolean function from the truth table in the previous lecture with the same method. So here also I am using the same format of representation in order to identify which terms are presented in the simplification of Boolean function by using K-map. So if you see the K-map representation with number of cells for the 2 variable, so for the 2 variable the number of cells are 4, because so in the first step itself we have seen the K-map consists of 2 power n cells, where n represents number of variables. Here the number of variables are 2, that's why the number of cells are 2 square, that is 4. So 4 cells are represented in the K-map of 2 variable. Again it consists of 2 rows and 2 columns. Those 4 cells are divided into 2 rows and 2 columns. So in order to represent rows, one variable is assigned, because with one variable two combinations are possible. Here the number of rows are also 2. That's why with one variable we are representing rows. Similarly, here we have two columns. That's why another variable is used for the representation of those two columns. So in this example, X represents the number of columns, Y represents the number of rows, or vice versa. Any way we can take. Either you may consider X as number of columns, Y as number of rows. Okay. We can consider any. And the assigning of cell value, each value for the cell is assigned by clubbing of the combination of variables assigned for the columns and rows. So if you observe in this two variable K map, if X is 0 and Y is 0, that combination is 0 and 0. That's why that cell value is 0, because its equivalent decimal value when X and Y are 0, 0 is 0. That's why the respective cell value is 0. Similarly, if X is 1 and Y is 0, if X is 1 and Y is 0, the corresponding cell value we are going to assign as a 2. We are going to assign as a 2 as shown in the table format. Similarly, if X is 1 and Y is 0, if X is 1 and Y is 0, the corresponding cell value is 1. So like that we have assigned each cell value in its decimal representation for easier identification of the binary interpretation onto the midterms. That's why if you observe here, the 4 cells are assigned with 4 decimal numbers. Those decimal numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3. So like that, for the two variable we represent the K map with 4 cells. Now, in order to simplify the K map function with the two variable, we need to assign cell values which are taken from the truth table, So in this example, I consider the Boolean function I am going to be simplified is in the form of sum of product form, SOP form. That's why in the truth table, where I have ones in the output, the corresponding cells in the K map, I am going to assigning value 1 for those cells. So if you observe the truth table, the 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 having of output functions of 1, because from the Boolean function or standard form of the representation with the help of truth table, in order to represent minterms, usually we consider output function in the truth table having of 1 we will take as a minterm. If the output function having of 0 we will consider as a max term. Like that, here also 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 are having of ones, and here I am simplifying the K map of two variable for a Boolean function is in the form of SOP. That's why I am considering output function of ones. So the corresponding decimal values of the binary combination of two variables X and Y with the one output are 1, 2 and 3. So the respective cells are assigned with 1. The which cell doesn't have 1 in the output, that cell is represented with 0. So that's why in the second table of the K-map, we have assigned 1s for the min terms and 0s for the max terms. That is obtained from the truth table. So this what is the functional representation or decimal form of representation for a given truth table in order to simplify by using K-map. So I already told you, here I am considering min terms. That's why the functional representation for the min terms, usually we use sigma as a symbol, and the corresponding decimal values which having of truth table outputs are 1s are 1, 2 and 3. So those are presented here as a function value. So like that, we will represent the K-map for any number of variables, either 3 variable or 4 variable or 5 variable or 6 variable. We can represent any number of variable cells, but the number of cells will be different. So if the 3 variable function, the number of cells are 2 cube, that is 8. So now we will see the 3 variable K-map representation for the min terms. So in this lecture, I am going to explain the K-map simplification for a Boolean function in SOP form. Okay, that's why I consider only min terms. So you can see here, so 3 variables. In this we consider 3 variables as A, B and C. So in this combination, the total number of cells are 8, that is 2 cube. Those 8 cells are represented like 2 columns and 4 rows. It is not at all a mandate to be represent 2 columns and 4 rows. We can interchange 4 columns and 2 rows. We can represent like that also. So in this one, I represented 2 columns and 4 rows. So in order to identify the column, I consider the variable as A. For identification of rows, I use the other 2 variables B and C, because we having a 4 rows. In order to represent 4 rows, we need minimum of 2 variables. That's why in this 3 variable map, one variable A is for the column representation, other variables B and C are used for the representation of rows. So with the A variable, 2 combinations are possible. One combination is 0, another combination is 1. That's why 0 column and 1 column. With the B and C, there are 4 possibilities are existing. Those 4 possibilities are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 I have used here, because in this K-map representation, the bit difference from one cell to another cell should be 1. The big difference from one cell to another cell should be 1. That's why if you see, we have followed here the gray code sequence, that is 1 bit difference sequence. That means here if you see, the rows of 4 are assigned with the binary combinations of 0, 0 for the first row, 0, 1 for the second row, 1, 1 for the third row and 1, 0 for the last row. So if you observe the bit difference from one row to another row, there is existence of 1 bit difference. Like that, we have to assign the variable combinations for K-maps. And the corresponding cell value, in terms of decimal combination is shown in the K-map 2. So if you observe, the combining of A, B, C, that means we have followed the order A, B, C. By combining of A, B, C variable combination, that is 0, 0, 0. The first cell value is 0. Similarly, the second cell value by combining A, B, C is 0, 0, 1. So, the next cell in the first column, second row, cell value is 1, decimal 1. That is obtained by clubbing or merging of binary values assigned for the considered variables. So, for that cell, the binary values assigned are A is 0 and BC are 0, 1. That's why the respective cell value is M1 or 1, decimal 1. Similarly, the first column, third row, first cell. The first column, third row cell, first cell, having of value of decimal 3. Like that, the first column, last cell value is 2. So, like this, the each cell value in the 3 variable K map is the first column having of 0, 1, 3, 2. The second column having of 4, 5, 7, 6. 4, 5, 7, 6. So, like that, the binary values are converted into decimals. Those decimal values are assigned to the each cell. So, in order to simplify the Boolean function of 3 variable, either from the truth table or from the function, simply we have to assign the respective decimal number cells as a ones and simplifying by using the map method. So, this is what is the representation of 3 variable K map. So, next one is 4 variable K map. So, number of variables are 4, that's why the number of cells are 16, that is 2 power 4, 16. So, 4 variables which we considered here as W, X, Y, Z are the 4 variables. Total 16 cells. These total 16 cells are represented in columns and rows format like 4 columns and 4 rows. 4 columns and 4 rows. Total 16 cells. So, in order to represent columns, 4 columns, 2 variables are assigned from the 4 variables. In order to represent rows, another 2 variables are used for the representation of the rows. So, in this example, so I consider WX are represent for the columns and YZ variables are used for representation of rows. So, here also we have followed 1-bit difference code or gray code for representation of columns and rows. So, if you observe, the columns representation is 00, 01, 11, 10 with the variables of WX. The rows representation with the 2 variables YZ are 00, 01, 11, 10. So, if you observe, the bit difference from adjacent cells, is 1. Okay. Such type of representation is also called as a gray code representation. Okay. So, by combining the rows variables and column variables, the respective decimal number is assigned for the each cell. So, if you observe, the cell numbers assigned for the 4 variable K map is 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, 12, 13, 15, 14, 8, 9, 11, 10. These are the cell numbers assigned for the each cell of 4 variable K map with the help of variable combinations of rows and columns, like in the 3 variable K-map representation. So total number of cells are 60. It's like that we representing 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable. So we can extend for the 5 variable and 6 variable also. So this is the 3 variable K-map representation from a given truth table. Okay. So I already told you here in this lecture I am considering only min terms. So that means the ones present in the output functions are only considered for the Boolean function representation. That's why if you observe the truth table, the respective decimal numbers having of ones are 1, 2 and 4. If you observe the truth table having of output ones are decimal equivalent of 1 and decimal equivalent of 2 and decimal equivalent of 4. So for those decimal equivalent numbers in the cells only, we are going to assigning ones as shown in the K-map 2. So if you observe the K-map 2, the corresponding cells having of decimal values we have assigned ones, nothing but those are the min terms we have to consider for the simplification. So this what is the function representation. So 3 variable function, that's why f of x, y, z is equal to sum of min terms only we are considering. That's why sigma we have used sigma of 1 to 4. So those having of outputs of 1. Similarly, if you see the 4 variable truth table and representation of the truth table onto the K-map. So if you observe the 4 variable truth table, it having a total 16 combinations from 0 to 15 decimal equivalents. The respective outputs having of ones are highlighted here. The respective decimal numbers having of ones in the truth table are 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11 and 14. So 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11 and 14 equivalent decimal numbers having of output function 1. So the respective cell numbers are going to be assigning ones and remaining all cells are we are going to assigning zeros. So in order to simplify the Boolean function, we have to consider the cells which are having of value 1 only. That means those terms only presented on that Boolean function. So we need to simplify that Boolean function only. Okay. Like that, we are going to be representing truth table onto the K-map. Either it is for the 3 variable or it is for the 4 variable. So similarly, we can also represent Boolean function from the function also, from the Boolean function also onto the K-map. That means if the function is given like f of u, v, w, x and sum of min terms of 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11, 14, okay, we can also represent K-map. Okay. So already representation of Boolean function in the SOP or POS form we have seen in the previous lecture, that is from the truth table onto the function values. So now simplification of the K-map. So till now what we have discussed is how to represent K-map for a given variables either from the truth table or from the standard form of expression or from the function. Now we will discuss about after representation of the K-map, how to simplify that K map. Okay. So already we have seen the first step. K map is completed by entering ones or zeros in each appropriate cell from the truth table or from the Boolean function. That what we have seen till now. Coming to the simplification process, we have to do the simplification by grouping of the cells. In the K-map simplification method, we have to group the number of cells. Okay. That grouping also be done either 2 cells as a group, 4 cells as a group, 8 cells as a group, or 16 cells as a group. Here also we are following 2 power combination. That means, suppose if you want to group 2 cells, why you are going to group 2 cells means 2 cells are nothing but powers of 2. 2 power 1 is 2. Okay. Similarly, 2 square is 4. 2 cube is 8. 2 power 4 is 16. That's why in the grouping of cells also we have to follow the power of 2. Powers of 2 only. So by grouping of the cells, we are going to simplify. So in the simplification process, because of using of the 1-bit difference code as for the assigning of the cell numbers, the simplification process will become easy. That's why the grouping of cells we follow for the simplification of K map. So if you see map simplification, if the cell consists, if the 2 variable map simplification with 2 adjacent cells, I already told you in the last slide, that is by grouping of the cells we are going to simplify the K map. By grouping of the cells we are going to simplify the K map. The grouping also either 2 variable group, 2 cell group, 4 cell group or 8 cell group. In the first one we are going to see 2 cells are grouped. In particular, those 2 cells are also adjacent to each other. Those 2 cells are also adjacent to each other. So if you see the example, give an example. So here the minterms consists of binary variables of 2 and 3. The decimal equivalent binary variables of 2 and 3 having of minterms. So those cells we assigned with ones on the K map. Those cells we are assigned with ones on the K map as shown in the K map method. Okay. So if I group those 2 cells with which having of ones and also those 2 are adjacent to each other, so the simplification process will be done like this. So merge those 2 cells and consider as a single cell. Merge those 2 cells and consider as a single cell and write its common variable. Write its common variable. Then its simplification is over. So that we will see the example. In this example, the corresponding cells are adjacent are 2 and 3 cells. 2 and 3 cells are adjacent to each other. Those 2 and 3 cells are grouped. Those 2 and cells are grouped. So after grouping, if I observe the respective rows, those 2 are distributed in 2 rows. Those 2 are distributed in 2 rows. That's why there is no common row variable. But there is a common variable in column. There is a common variable in column. That is x. Here in this example, x is considered for the columns and y is considered for the rows. The common variable is x. That's why after merging those, the common variable we considered further simplified or merged cell. So in this example, the common variable is x. So there is no further ones are presented for the simplification of the K-map. There is no further ones are presented for the simplification of that K-map. That's why there is no further simplification is needed. So simply by merging those two cells which are adjacent to each other and considering the common variable, that itself is the simplification. That's why after merging of those two cells, the common variable is x. So that only the output after simplification of the Boolean function. So that what is the two adjacent cells are presented. So here if you observe the different combinations of 4 adjacent cells are combining of 4 cells or combining of 8 cells in order to simplify the Boolean function. So if you observe the first K-map of 4 variable, there are 3 different possibilities are existed for the grouping of cells. So if you observe the first combination, all the first column cells are grouped. Because if you observe, all those are adjacent to each other. So that's why we combined or we grouped all those 4s, and the common variable after grouping we will consider as a simplified function. So that's why if I combine all those 4 ones which are adjacent to each other, the common variables are UV, because from the rows there is no variable is common, because one row to another row 1 bit difference is existing. That's why there is no variable is common from the row wise, but from the column wise, the column variables which we considered as common to the all the 4 cells. That's why directly we are considering those column variables, and the respective combination is U dash V dash, because the corresponding column variable binary representation is 0 and 0. That's why it is U dash and V dash. Similarly, the second group, if you observe the second group, there is a presence of 4 ones. Those 4 ones are adjacent to each other. That means second column, first 2 ones, and third column, first 2 ones. Second column, first 2 ones, and third column, first 2 ones are adjacent to each other. So that we can group as a one cell. So after grouping, by taking off common variables, we are going to be assigning those common variables as a that merged variable combination. Similarly, the third grouping is also shown as third column and fourth column having of 2 cells with ones. So those 4 ones are grouped again. So like that 4 variables are grouping will be done. So in this grouping we have to observe 1 bit difference should be presented between the adjacent cells or grouped cells. They should be having of 1 bit difference. Then only we have to group. Otherwise it won't be considered for the grouping. Okay. Similarly, if you observe the second K-map, here also 4 cells are grouped. So that means if you observe the first column and second column having of 1 1 and last row, fourth row having of 1 1. Those two are merged. Those two cells are merged. That means the first row consists of 1 and 1 and the last row consists of 1 and 1. Those two cells are merged. Because if you observe the respective variable combinations for those two rows, the first row consists of 0 0 and the last row consists of 1 0. So the bit difference is 1. That's why we can group those two rows. So because of having of those two rows cells are ones, we can merge those. Similarly, if you observe the second row and third row having of cells are merged. Those cells are merged because the second row and third row is also having of 1 bit difference, and the corresponding cells which are possibility to merge are having of ones on those cells. That's why those two can also be merged. That is another possibility of the merging of the cells in the 4 variable. This type of merging is called folding of the K-map. If we fold the K-map, the corresponding rows or corresponding columns will be come to the adjacent to each other. That's why that is also called as a merging of the cells. Like that, the 4 variables K-map having of 4 cells on grouping can be done in this format. If you observe the third K-map, it consists of 8 ones grouping. The fourth K-map, it represents the another method of representation of 8 ones grouping by using of folding mechanism. So like that, the K-maps by using 2 adjacent cells or 4 adjacent cells or 8 adjacent cells or 16 adjacent cells are combining together, we can merging the single cell and simplification will be done. So these all will be see with the more number of examples in coming lectures. So just now, so what I told you, that is represented here. If only one cell is for the 4 variable K-map, if one cell only grouped, that means there is no possibility of combining with the other cell, then that is called as a one cell group. The term consists of all the 4 literals. As in the direct format or complemented format, the term consists of all the 4 cells. If we merge 2 cells, the corresponding merged cell consists of 3 literals. If 4 cells are merged, the expression output consists of 2 literals. If 8 cells are merged, the expression consists of 1 literal. If all 16 cells are merged, there is no literal, then we have to represent 1 as a output. So like that, if large number of grouping will be done, the corresponding product term consists of the number of literals. That means if grouping is more, or possibility of combining the number of ones or cells are more, the literals will be reduced. If the literals are reduced, the number of gates utilized for the realization of the Boolean function will get reduced. Thereby processing time will get reduced and the size of the circuit will also get reduced. So we have to check the various possibilities for the grouping with more number of cells. So this is another possibility of grouping of the 4 variable K-map. The first one consists of grouping of 4 ones grouping of 4 ones, those 4 cells having of ones are present in the corners of the 4 variable K-map. Corners of the 4 variable K-map. That means if you do 2 foldings, of that K-map, those 4 cells will be come as a adjacent to each other. That's why, so 4 corners will also be grouped. That is one possibility. Okay. The second one, already I told you, folding of the cell, and third one is also a correct way of representation of the grouping of 4 variables. So, while you are going to group minterms, we must consider powers of 2. Okay. So, here I have shown the 2 examples which are invalid groups. Okay. So, those groups should consist of, even though in the first example there is a possibility of grouping of 4 ones, but those 4 ones are not adjacent to each other, and big difference is also not 1. Big difference should be maintained, but here there is no 1 big difference. And also, if you observe the first example, if you observe, the 6 ones are grouped, but the powers of 2 only we have to consider while you are going to grouping. That's why these 2 are the wrong representation of the grouping. These type of groupings won't be allowed in the K-map for the simplification of Boolean function. So far we have discussed how to represent the K-map, particularly 2 variable K-map, 4 variable K-map and 3 variable K-map, and we have seen how to grouping the cells if the cells are adjacent to each other, and folding and corner ones grouping. In the continuation, we will see simplification of the Boolean functions by using the K-maps.
Okay, till now we discussed about the what is K-map and how to represent the 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable K-map, and number of cells present on the K-map depends on the number of variables. Now we will solve some problems, minimization of the Boolean function by using K-map. I already told you in the previous lecture, minimization of the Boolean function can be done by using Boolean laws and by using K-maps. But the problem with the Boolean laws are we need to apply more number of laws to minimize the given Boolean expression, and it becomes time consuming and also complex when number of variables are more. So minimization time will also increase. So in order to reduce such problems, K-map is another method is using for reduction of the Boolean function. And before going to apply Boolean K-map method, already we have seen how to represent Boolean function in standard form, that is canonical form of representation of Boolean function in sum of product format and product of sum format. So now we will see solving of K-maps in this lecture. Okay. So first one, let us see the problem. It is a 3 variable K-map. So consider a function f of x, y, z is equal to sum of minterms of 2, 3, 4, 5. This what is the given function, Boolean function. We need to simplify this Boolean function by using K-map. So here, this is a 3 variable Boolean function. Those 3 variables are x, y, z. The presented minterms on the Boolean expression are 2, 3, 4, 5. Already we have seen it is a 3 variable Boolean function. So it consists of 2 cube number of cells in a 3 variable K-map. That means 8 cells are presented in a K-map. Those 8 cells are represented in rows and columns format. So in this example, I am considering there is a presence of 2 columns and 4 rows. Total 8 cells. For representation of columns, I am using one variable. For representation of rows, I am using another 2 variables. So here x is the variable using for representation of column and y, z are the variables using for representation of the rows. So with x as a variable, the number of combinations are 2. Those combinations are 0 and 1. That's why it is 0 column. This is 1 column. And with y and z, already in the previous slides we have seen, here we are following a unit distance code. Here we are following a unit distance code that is also called as a gray code for representation of these cells. So based on that one, here this row represents 0, 0, this row represents 0, 1, this row represents 1, 1, this row represents 1, 0. And the corresponding cell values in decimal format are, so XYZ is the order, that's why 0, 0, 0, so this cell value is 0. And 0, 0, 1, this cell value is 1. 0, 1, 1, this cell value is 3. 0, 1, 0, this cell value is 2. Similarly, 1, 0, 0, this cell value is 4. 1, 0, 1, this cell value is 5. 1, this cell value is 7. 1, 1, 0, this cell value is 6. These are the cell values or minterm values for the each cell. Now, from the function, given function, the variable, the decimals 2, 3, 4, 5 are the minterms presented in the Boolean expression. So we have to assign 1 to the corresponding minterms on this K-map. That means, so we have to assign 1 for the cell number 2 because that cell number is having in the Boolean expression. Similarly, 3 having on that Boolean expression. So 4 having on that Boolean expression. 5 is also having on that Boolean expression. So whatever the minterms presented on the Boolean expression, for those minterms we have to assign ones on the cell numbers. Those ones represents the minterms. So now we need to simplify this K-map by using joining of cells, either 2 cells or 4 cells or 8 cells or 16 cells, depends on the adjacency. So here, if you observe, these 2 cells are adjacent to each other. So 2 and 3 cells having of ones. So these 2 cells are adjacent to each other. That's why I am pairing these 2 cells. Adjacent cells are paired. So I am pairing these 2 cells. By pairing these 2 cells, the respective simplified expression, what we are going to get is the common variable from the column and from the rows. So if you observe, these 2 cells common column variable is 0, that means x. X is a common column variable, but the column value for that x is 0. That's why x bar, its complementation has to be used. Similarly, coming to the row wise, the common variable from the row wise is 1. The corresponding variable for that first literal is y. So that variable expression consists of y. So this is the simplified expression by combining these 2 cells. Similarly, if we observe, there is also one more 2 cells are not covered. Those 2 cells are 4 and 5 having of minterms. And if we observe that 4 and 5 are also adjacent to each other, that's why I am grouping those 2 cells. After grouping, the simplified expression is from column wise, the common variable is x, because the column value is 1, its variable is x, so it is also a direct variable. So x is the variable we have to consider from the column wise. Coming to the row wise, 0 is the common in the rows, both the rows. The corresponding variable is y, but value is 0, that's why expression consists of its complement, that is x, y bar. After observing, there is no more minterms to be grouped in this 3 variable K-map. Okay, there is no more minterms are presented to group the cells. That's why the expression or final expression or simplified expression is the summing of these 2 expressions, that is x bar y from the group 1, and because it is a sum of product expression, so the second term is x y bar. So if we observe the expression which is derived after grouping of the cells, there is no possibility of further simplification even though by applying Boolean law. Okay. That's why it is the final expression. So like this, without applying any Boolean law, by properly grouping the cells, we can get the simplified expression with minimum number of literals present on the final expression. This is one example with 3 variable K-map. 3 variable K-map. Now the second model, second example, simplify the Boolean expression f of xyz is equal to sum of minterms of 3, 4, 6, 7. It is also a 3 variable Boolean function. So like in the previous problem, because of 3 variables, it consists of 8 cells. Those 8 cells are represented in column and row wise. It consists of 2 columns and 4 rows. Yes, 2 columns and 4 rows. For column variable, I am assigning 1 variable. For rows, I am assigning another 2 variables. So because of 2 columns with 1 variable, column values are 0 and 1. With 4 rows, 2 variables. By using unit distance code, the cell column value, row values are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. The corresponding cell values are 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6. So now assigning minterms to the cell. So here if you observe, there are 4 minterms. Those minterms corresponding cells are assigned with ones. That means 3, 4, 6, 7. This is the representation of or assigning of ones onto the corresponding cells. Now simplification of the K-map. So here if you observe, we need to group the cell in order to simplify this K-map. So directly if you observe here, there is a possibility of grouping of these 2 ones because those 2 ones are adjacent to each other. So by looking on the K-map itself, we can say these 2 ones are possibility for grouping. The corresponding expression after grouping of the cell are common variables for these grouping from rows wise and column wise. If you observe these 2 joined cell, there is no common variable from the column wise because column having of 0 and 1, whereas row wise these 2 cells are belongs to same row. That's why the corresponding variable combinations on that same row are the variables for this grouped cell. That means 1, 1 is the expression we have to follow. The corresponding variable combination is y, z because both are ones only. That's why direct variables we have to assign. Yes. Coming to grouping of another minterms, if you observe, already grouping can be done by using folding method also we have seen. That means if I fold middle, so this fourth cell and the sixth cell will come together. That is also called as a corner ones grouping. Corner ones grouping. So these two, 4 and 6 are the two corners of the three variable K map. By folding, those two corners will become adjacent to each other. That's why those two are grouped. Those two are grouped. So by grouping those two, the corresponding variable combination are column is common to both the cells. That's why the corresponding column variable is x, because the column value is 1. That's why the corresponding column variable is x. Coming to row wise, these two ones are distributed in two rows. The rows combination are 0, 0, 1, 0. That means 0 is common for both the rows. The corresponding variable for that 0 is z. Because of 0, we have to assign complemented variable. So if we observe, there is no further simplification of the cells. That means there is no further grouping of the cells. That's why the final expression is yz from the first grouping because of SOP, x z bar is the second grouping. This is the simplified expression for this given function. This is one more example for the three variable K map. Yes. The next model. So if you observe this problem, it is also a three variable Boolean expression. Okay, this can be simplified by using Boolean laws, or this can also be simplified by using K map. So we are using the simplification by using K map. That's why I am applying K map method of simplification for this problem. But if you observe this problem, for simplification by using K map, we required standard form or canonical form of expression. Our expression should be is in the form of sum of min terms of decimal values. Okay, but if you observe here, it is not a canonical form, and also it is not given the decimal values. But we need to simplify by using K map. For that purpose, first we have to express or convert the given sum of product form expression or given Boolean expression into its standard form or canonical form. Okay, for that purpose, okay, already we have seen how to express the standard form of expressions for a reduced number of literals. So the same method I am applying here. So that is here in the first term, the missing variable is b. That's why what I am doing is by using complementation law, I am expressing b plus b bar, because b variable is missed. That's why b plus b bar is nothing but 1 By multiplying that with the 1, what you are going to get is again a bar c only. That's why I express the term with this. Similarly, in the second term, the missing variable is c. That's why I am representing with c plus c bar. In the third term, there is no missing variable, so it is a b bar c. But in the fourth term, there is a missing variable which is a. That's why a plus a bar into bc. That means, so what we have done here is, which variable is missed in the term, I am multiplying the term with 1 and replacing that 1 with the complementation law. So now I am rewriting or simplifying the expression like this format. That means a bar bc plus a bar b bar c. So simple multiplication. Similarly, the second one, a bar bc plus a bar b c bar. Similarly, third one, a b bar c plus, that is fourth one, a b c plus a bar b c. So if you observe, each term consists of all the three variables. Each term consists of all the three variables. So if there is any redundancy presented, those redundant terms has to be replaced with a single term. So if you observe, is there any a bar bc term in this expression? So if you observe, here it is a bar bc and here it is also a bar bc. So both terms are same. By a plus a equal to a law, I am replacing both with single term, that is a bar bc. Likewise, we need to observe, is there any other terms are presented? So if I observe a bar b bar c, is there any a bar b bar c in this expression? No. That's why directly I can consider a bar b bar c. Now check with a bar bc. Is there any a bar bc in this? No. That's why directly I am taking a bar bc. Similarly, a bar bc bar, no term is presented. That's why a bar b c bar plus. As usual, a b bar c is also not there and a b c is also not there. So after replacing the repeated words, repeated terms, this is the simplified, this is the final canonical expression of Boolean function in SOP form. So I am representing this with the function form. For that one, already we have seen how to make it as a function form. It is SOP representation. If the variable is in complemented form, then its equivalent value is 0. We have to consider. If variable is direct form, then we have to consider 1 as its equivalent. So here if I consider a bar, it is 0 and bc is nothing but 1 and 1. And here similarly, a bar bc is nothing but 0, 0, 1. A bar bc is nothing but a bar bc is repeating. So a bar bc is again repeated. That's why we can replace that a bar bc. So there is no need of this a bar bc. This a bar bc. That means 3 a bar bc's are there. 3 a bar bc's are there. So now here a bar bc bar is nothing but 0, 1, 0. and A, B bar, C is nothing but 1, 0, 1. Now A, B, C is nothing but 1, 1, 1. Yes. Now its equivalent decimal values. 0, 1, 1 is nothing but 3. 0, 1 is nothing but 1. 0, 1, 0 is nothing but 2. 1, 0, 1 is nothing but 5. 111 is nothing but 7. So the function representation is sum of minterms of 1, 2, 3, 5 and 7. Now we need to simplify this expression by using 3 variable K-map. So after representing in canonical form, the minterms presented are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. So it is a 3 variable. So 8 cells are there. 8 cells are distributed in columns and rows. There are 4 rows and 2 columns, and variables for the column I assigned A because 2 columns are there, and B, C are the variables assigned for the rows. 0 and 1 are the column values by unit distance code. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 are the row values. Corresponding cell values are 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6. Now assigning ones onto the cells for a minterms present on the Boolean function. So those cells are cell 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the cell values with ones because in the expression we have a minterms of 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Now simplification. So in order to simplify this K-map, I am again using grouping method only. So here if you observe, there is a presence of 4 ones as a group. Those 4 ones are cell number 1, cell number 3, cell number 5, cell number 7. These 4 cells are assigned with ones. That means those 4 cells are of minterms, and those 4 cells are adjacent to each other, and also we can merge those 4 cells as a single cell, or that is also called as a grouping of 4 cells as one cell. So I am grouping these 4 cells as one cell, and corresponding expression after grouping these 4 cells as one cell is there is no column wise common variable, but there is a row wise common variable, that is 1, second variable in the rows. So the simplified expression is C. Now coming to grouping of this cell 2 will be done with the help of grouping with the cell 3. That means grouping of these 2 cells, we can group any number of times in order to group the ungrouped cell. Okay, so because these 2 ones are adjacent to each other, but 3 is already grouped with the quad, that is also called as a 4 ones group. But we can use that 3 cell or this grouped cell for the ungrouped cell. Thereby number of terms are going to be reduced. That's why we can use any number of times for grouping of ungrouped cells. So the corresponding expression, because these two cells, that means these grouped cells, are present in same column, that's why the variable is same. So the cell value is 0, so its equivalent variable is A bar. Coming to row wise, the common variable is B because the first digit is common in the both the rows. That's why it is B. So the simplified expression is C plus A bar B. This is the simplified expression for a given function by using K-map. Simplified expression for a given function by using K-map. Okay, so that's why from this model, what we have understand is, in order to represent the K-map, we must require a standard form of Boolean function. If the given Boolean expression is not in standard form, we have to convert it into standard form of Boolean expression by using complementary law. So that what about this problem?